everybody, welcome to another video. Yes, welcome to another video. It's a little bit windy. I've just started, but I'm already out of breath. The wind's not going to get up to more than 24 miles per hour, and I think that's only for a short stay. But here we are. Look, 365 degrees of incredible views here. I'm going to be heading up that there. That's the back end of a smaller fell. That's if I get up there. Oh, man. I'm just deciding, however, because basically I've left late, really late. It's only 20 minutes to sundown. That's going to take me a whole lot longer to get up. So I've just decided whether to camp out and go a bit lower down here, and then maybe taking a walk along the ridge, go all the way along and give that a shot in the morning. But we decide I'll crack on a little bit. The backpack is full, it's major, and it's what it takes if you want a successful solo camp. Okay, we'll go through all the stuff today. Yeah, we got the trusted Vango 200 again, but we'll go through everything I've got. I haven't gone mad on food, but I've got everything I need, everything you will need. And this is all budget and slightly beyond the lower mid-range for the tent. You can pick these tents up for about 120 quid now, at the cheapest. Amazing. Let's get up. I'll show you a bit more. Welcome. Yes, there's been a bit of a change of plan, actually, as it goes. I've been towards this way before. I can see a gully. I hope you can hear me with this. That wind is stronger than it says, which is what makes me think maybe, going by the time as well, the wind is a better idea that we avoid that right now, because we got to get that tent up. And there's a gully, looks like a big drop. I don't know if you can see that, like right in there. There's a big kind of like cliff and a gorge, and the cliffs run all the way around. I'm going to go there, see if there's any spots in there. See here, you've got fresh farmer tracks. Could be right now, could have been earlier today. And we're nearly there. So we're just towards that, near Calver Hill. That was the fell, Calver Hill over there. And what you've got to watch is the fact the Yorkshire Dales is not camp friendly at all. It is technically illegal, so you've got to watch what you're doing. You may find farmers will tolerate it, but you've got to be respectful. And I tell you what, it's those few that let the side down for us guys. They do it properly, set up discreetly, tidy all our stuff away, and make it look like we were never there. Even if they knew we were there, all the better, because it shows that we're not all the same, we're not all bad. So those tracks, they seem to lead here, and I don't know where he goes after that, but we'll check around the corner here. This is technically where I wanted to go, just up here. It could be that the farmer stores stuff up here. I mean, look at that. Look at these rocks. If I could find a flat bit near there, or even tucked into here, over that bit, or some impressive views from this section though, from here. But we are looking at a farmhouse over there, farm there, farm down here, and one over here. So it's a little bit dodgy. I mean, if I was to put a tent here, but we are close to walkways and paths, could I do it? Is it a bit too exposed? Let's have a look. We'll go up here anyway. Didn't really want to be running. Can I hide? What if I hid on that cliff up there? It's possible. We're tucked away. I mean, that's a pretty good little area. There's no camping there though. However, there is in here. But it is a walkway. People just clamber all over this stuff. As you can see, we're looking at markers here. And there's some down there. This is official route for some trail. I'm going to try up there. It looks like a little ridge tucked away, and if it's flat, we could be game on to possibly hide out the way. It's going to take a bit of a climb though. That is steep. I'm signing out right now. Yeah, I like here, although I can be seen quite clearly, although I don't know if they will from there. You know, I can see a big house, but can they see a tent, especially a green one? Well, let's go up that hill and see what's on top, all right? It's quite steep. The bit you saw me going on, quite a drop there. Okay, all right, just on the edge, but we're okay. If you do anything like that, watch the weight your bag behind you. Well, I've lost the main mic going through the system, so you can hear me all good. Still a great mic, but it is windy. It does generally cut that wind off. There's some major clag coming in from over here. We've got to Ken here, Ken and Barbie, and there's one up there. So we're at the top of one hill. As you can see over there, that is, my god, I just forgot already, Calver Hill. Okay, that's about 500 metres. I don't know what we're doing at the moment. And all the way around, some major stuff here. Because that's so claggy, it's coming in. You can see over that mountain there, it is coming right in at us right now. So I think I'm going to risk it while it's late. I'm going to risk going down that embankment again and getting away from that cover. At least we'll get all these views across here. Well, I'll see you there. We'll get set up. Yeah guys, so make sure you kick away any stones, yeah? Or pick them up, chuck them away. You don't want any of that stuff under your tent. You can have a good ground sheet, but if that gets under the, I mean, I'm not going to be using that bit, so I'll leave that. I'm going to be using this section around here, right on the edge of that. But it is overlooking the farmland. Now I could get away with it. I'm going to try it. It's so quiet. Listen to this. I'm shouting through the mic. No wind whatsoever now. but that's because we're behind this. So always remember, find cover, you can't go wrong. This is perfect. It's just a shame. It's just 5% less remote than I need. I'm going to keep it down, keep the noise down, eh? And you guys, all right? Don't want you catching me out here or getting me caught. You're a rowdy bunch, you lot. Sooner or later, we're going to see that fog, or clag, as they like to call it over here, coming straight over. Right guys, well, it got dark pretty quick. It really did. I haven't even bothered putting the inner to this tent up. It does say it's going to be 5 degrees, and it does say there's only a bit of rain for a short bit of time. So I've only used the outside, a tarp for the floor, and it's got pretty dark. I'm going to try and get some lights on, but I will be seen by the farms over here. So I'm going to show you what I've got anyway. Let's see if we can get some light. Well, that got dark really quick. I want to see if I can see the tent out here. What it would look like from afar. These little dots down here are farms. There's a little church over there. And you can just see the moon coming through the clouds. Whoa, we're right on a hill. No, you wouldn't see that. You can't see a thing here. You can't see that. Why would they? Probably hear me though. And if I get some light on, which I'm going to do right now, there's a light there and a light there. It might be a different matter. See? They could see that, I reckon. Whoa. Try not to trip over the guy lines. Yeah, so you could just see the tent here. Just. And if I've got it open, I'm just walking down the hill. Someone can see that I'm in here, surely. Well, I'm going to be a little speck, so don't worry about it too much. They would have to come up, and they'd have to come up quite a way in the dark to get us. So there we are. We're in here. I'm getting fed up with this camera being off. The screen keeps switching off. Swipe to unlock screen. There we go. But at least you can see me. It's not a lot to say though, is there? I'm in the dark. I got caught out again. I'm going to get some of this food on. It's not a lot there. Am I that hungry? Because I had one of those bird boys there. I mean, might be looking at maybe having some noodles, and that's about it. I'll talk to you in a minute. I'll tell you what, in the morning, right? That's the idea. In the morning, and I will make it through the night this time. In the morning, I'm going to go through everything. Everything we got here, what you need, and the pitfalls. And the pitfalls are, don't arrive late. I did arrive quite late, but round here you have to, because it's a bit more difficult to do this sort of thing. There's far more farming going on here than the Lake District, so you know it's not really accepted unless you're really high up on the mountains here. But I'm not. I'm on a hillside with a stunning view, to be fair. You'll see that in the morning. I'm going to probably get some food on in a minute, but it's a mess, this tent. I'll show you how I've done it and I'll show you what you can get away with, okay? I know some of you so-called experts will be, oh God, you shouldn't have done that. But, you know, this was an emergency situation. So in an emergency situation, you either go home or you do your best to stay out. I know the weather's fair, so I haven't been silly. You know I like a good storm anyway. If it goes wrong, even better sometimes. But yeah, I'll show you what I did, because a couple of these pegs I couldn't get in. It is rocky. I did show you that was that little patch around here. I couldn't get them in, and I'll show you what I did to overcome that. To counteract some fairly okay winds. There will be some relatively strong ones, but we'll be looking at it in the morning. There's no way we're doing it now. Let's get this. Who made it? That is Milestone Camping. Milestone Camping. That is that. That's our sleeping bag. One of those old school square ones. Bit like me. And if I can only get into it. That is the most rubbish bag ever. Barely opens out. What? I don't think I'm going to be getting that back in here anytime soon. Or out. Ah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Calm yourself, man. Alright, switch that right off. Now, that's done nothing to the tent, so we're alright. Whoa! Jesus. And then, lovely bit of kit this. Alright, I reviewed that as well. This comes with three more kinds of pots. The cooker, the cups, so 2 of them. I'm not going to go into it too much. Watch the videos, mate, alright? It gets a good review. It's called the Odderland cookware set, right? So grab a piece of that for yourself. I'm going to get this food down me, watch a bit of stuff. Don't know what, I haven't got a lot going on. There's no signal out here for a start. I've saved a bit of stuff to watch, but it's so quiet out here. I'm surprised they can't hear me on the other side of this valley. But you check it out in the morning. I'm going to eat this, watch some stuff, chill out. If anything major happens, I'll bring you back in, but I seriously doubt it tonight. And although you hope, and I hope, something major goes wrong, it's good content in it. I don't care, really. Main purpose of this is to show you what you need to have a successful camp, alright? For one, better ground than I chose. But I think when you see in the morning, it'll make a lot of sense. Not bad for an emergency camp. Beautiful area. We'll get back to you in the morning on that, alright? I'm going to get some food down me. Night night all. Wonderful to see you as always. Thank you for coming. Again, both of you. Where are you, subs? Come on. Come and join me. It's lonely. I've mentioned Kelly before, that's the partner, Kelly J, in J Lark. We will see her soon, but without you guys, I'm just lonely out here, man. Oh well, night night. The hell. I think we might be running out of gas here. Wow. Never mind. Morning all. Yes. Been up since 5:30. but I'm going to cut you in a bit. There's a sunrise. We've got some weird situation going on here. Made the scenery look like the sea. There's the moon looking over there, making everything look a bit weird down here, but you can't see it. Still that. So yeah, I'm going to get cutting everything together. It's been good. The night hasn't been that bad. But everything's running out. The battery's running out on this camera. So what I'll do is I'll get up, get everything together, show you all the bits, and we'll get going. Oh, not a bad night's sleep, really. Yeah, I'll see you in a minute. I'm going to have this coffee, bit of wake up juice, and then see what we're dealing with. It's meant to be sunrise. How long that takes, I do not know. No sign of it yet, but I'm going to cut you in and you can join me. It's one of those magical times in the morning, especially around these parts. See you in a mo. Well, I still got the moon being crazy bright there. Still quite dark. And it said sunrise at 25 past 6 this morning. Where the hell are you? Can you be late? Such a knob. I really am such a knobhead. I've just been talking for the last 3 minutes to you guys. I didn't press record. This has happened twice on this visit. Absolute knobhead. So we got the sun. Sunrise is here, pretty much there. Still got the moon. Very, very desolate looking place. Very atmospheric at this time of morning. Incredible. But you've got to be here with me, guys, to see this. Alright, there's no one else to show. It's all good on your own. Seeing this stuff, leave Bella to share it. What a beautiful morning. Let's get some more light and I'll join you in a minute. There I am. There I am. Well guys, sorry about the grainy footage here. It seems to have taken 2 hours to get light. I don't know what's going on. Absolutely crazy. But like nothing before. I got up an hour and a half ago and it was getting light. And it's still pretty dark. This camera shows it up as grainy because it's dark. It's trying to use the available light. Anyway, enough waffling on. I'll show you the tent in this current state in the dark because I've got to get going. I really do. Farmers are out in force, so I'm going to show you what I did. Now the tent, I've had to climb up this steep hill to get up here in the first place. So I'm going to walk down a little bit, and the tent is right on the edge, overlooking that, like a little mini Malham Cove, looking over to this amazing valley all the way down here. Look, absolutely fantastic to wake up to. Another drop down here, absolutely brilliant. And you go over the brow there, you saw me yesterday, you could go literally for miles and miles and miles across desolate land really. Not a lot going on back there. There's more going on down here. The little village just down the road here. Reeth is over there, quite a famous place. Sorry, over there, other side of that fell just there. But have a look. I only used, as you know, I only used the outer shell of the Vango and it was absolutely fine. So I'm going to show you all the bits I needed to take. Okay, guide down. Okay, now this one has come out, but there was nowhere to pull it. It's that simple. Doesn't matter what position I went in this section. This is the only bit of green I could find at this level as it was getting dark. So I've just placed rocks gently over this bit and it's made it solid. That's not going anywhere, and I mean that. Same again on this side, just to make sure, because there wasn't much grab, but it really is. If you have a look at this, all right, solid. That thing is solid. It's low. All these went in relatively okay. There's so many places down here, look at that, so many places. And I tell you what, using this outer shell provided more space. It's excellent. You get in here, got to get my torch out of there. Loads of space, loads of room, wider view of this. Look at that, mate. Come on, what a time to be alive. That's what it's about. So enjoying this in the morning just for a little bit. But the farmers are in force, so I've got to get off their land. Let's go through some stuff. Right, we're going to go through this really quickly. First thing you need is your tent. There it is. You got that. There's the inner bit. I didn't need it, and I thought the colour might be too bright anyway, and that can be seen just for now. Air mat. We got a pillow. You know I don't like this one, but we got it anyway. Sleeping bag. This sleeping bag did absolutely amazingly, to be honest. So remember this. That's the milestone. I'll put a price up here, somewhere there, for that one. That did really well. Was actually quite toasty. Make sure you got a cup, your stove. We didn't need this, but there's a water filter, so if you find any water supplies along the way, you got it. That's just all the covers for everything when I get it away in a minute. There's my nature hike down shoes. Toasty feet, absolutely brilliant. Plenty of water. Your gas and stove. A pot or pan, whatever you need. These are all essentials if you want a really good time. There is a ground sheet or tarp, basically for the floor when I'm using one skin. This has a rating of 5,000, so nothing's getting through that if you're just using that outer skin. Okay. Camera gear, of course, got that. There's one of them. Your pegs, never forget your pegs. So generally all your tent gear and then your bag. Now that's pretty much all I bought. That is pretty much it. I don't think you need any more. One quick sweep, another look. Your tent, sleeping mat, sleeping bag, pillow, cooking stuff, all your cooking little bits that you need, don't forget it. Water filter, you always need access to water. You never know where you are. There's the ground sheet, there's the bag. It's just my camera gear. You don't necessarily need that unless you're doing what I'm doing. And then most importantly, sell it up in the most dramatic view you can possibly get. This is one of them. I mean, come on, what a way, what a place to do it, hey? Look at that. Let's get back of the tent there. How cool is that? It's not going to get any better. Right, let's pack this stuff up. Now see you guys for a wee goodbye right at the end. Remember guys, as usual, leave no trace. What I've done here is done such a thing. No trace at all. Nothing here. I've even returned the stones to their rightful place, so it doesn't look like I've just lifted them up. Everything's here. Everything's gone with me. Respect the area you're in. Absolutely respect it. If you can't, I'd see no reason why you're even out here. But let's get down this hill. Whoa! Right, we're saying goodbye to that amazing pitch. The good one was that. Right, say goodbye. Goodbye to the moon. Goodbye to this just unbelievable area. I mean, it's going to take me about 10-15 minutes to get back to the car. That's pretty much it. I've lost the mic again, the main one. Well, it's very quiet. What a day. What a night. We arrived late, so we didn't get a lot on, but I tell you what, certain areas with a farm just nearby, it's the only thing you can do is to arrive late. Never pitch up too early. Alright, unless you're right out on the top of a mountain, so the 3 peaks are game on, you could do that, providing most hikers have gone home. No one really cares, you know, places like that. But most people are nice. Most farmers even tolerate it. A few videos ago, a couple had seen me. There's no way they could not have seen me. They weren't far away. There was a group of a few of them working. Yeah, well, I'm going to call it here, guys. Alright, for the beautiful Yorkshire Dales near Reeth. If you've heard of it, wonderful. If you haven't, get yourself here. Reeth is just along there, down the road. Stunning place, 3 pubs, absolutely fascinating village, and this surrounding area here around Reeth is amazing. Yeah, so I'm signing out. Thank you very much for joining me. Please get yourself out more. Press like, comment, subscribe, do all 3 things, and I'll love you forever. Absolutely brilliant. Or even buy me a coffee. I've got the buy me a coffee link up by my channel's description, so that would help me out greatly. Just the cost of a coffee would be wonderful, and that would help me get out and do some more videos, because it is a struggle. As you know, it's a struggle to get these things out there. It's an expense. But thank you very much. Thanks for your support as always. Just remember, get out more, do it. There's nothing better for your soul than doing this. Wonderful. Take care, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye. Oh, hello.